Hey, thanks for joining us for the Practice Minute. If you remember in our message Sunday, we had talked about, in the previous week, about reading Matthew 5, 1 through 20, and then we said that we wanted to add verses 21 through 48 to that and continue to read that every day this week. And we also talked about reading Oswald Chambers' classic devotional, My Utmost for His Highest. And hopefully you're still doing that every day, and it's fantastic truth to just come forth into your heart and your mind in the beginning of your day. The thing we talked about, though, that we wanted to add this week was this idea of repentance. I need to explain that a little bit because I think that most of us have the model of repentance that goes something like this. I did this bad thing, I'll promise to never do this bad thing again, and then I'll tell God that I won't do it again, and then He'll, out of obligation, tell me I'm forgiven, and I'll go on with my life until I do the bad thing again. And that's not really the model of repentance we're invited into. The model of repentance we're invited into is a model of repentance that leads to our transformation, our inner person becoming the very person of Christ, and then us living out of that. So it's a change in disposition, it's a change in heart, it's a change in source of behavior. And so what I want to invite you into this week is to practice repentance, not when you do something bad. You can, but don't wait till you do something bad. Make it part of your daily prayer life to say, God, here's my pattern of repentance, my steps of repentance. I am not holy. I need to be holy. Will you make me holy? And that's just that simple. And part of your prayer life becomes recognition of the fact that you are not holy, that you have badness in you, offering that to God, knowing that you need to acknowledge that you need to be perfect just as God is perfect. You need to be holy just as God is holy, as Jesus said in Matthew 5:48. And then desiring that, walking into that, letting that holiness of Christ become your motivator, your will, your desire. And then you just walk forward into your life as that person who's undergoing transformation from badness to holiness as you give God your badness and acknowledge your need for holiness and then desire Him. So I hope that helps. I'd encourage you to practice that pattern of repentance on a daily basis as you continue with reading in Matthew 5 and reading and letting My Utmost for His Highest settle into your heart and your mind. Thanks and have a great week.